well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
Carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Prescott. And there's Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
He was
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
James. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
third down. He'll drop to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
The score, Cowboys 7, Buccaneers 0.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken from about the 20. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Taken from about the 12.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he fires here's one that's intercepted. Derwin James with it there. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Power running by Zeke. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 21. Buccaneers nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
10-10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 81 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
The 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. He'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he didn't make it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
3 yards. And a Buccaneer first.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the
tackle made by Chase Young.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Buccaneers.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Now the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Cowboys 21, Buccaneers 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. A second down throw for Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's who he was looking for, and it's third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On third down, it's Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And as these guys enter play in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Tyler Johnson, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The catch made by Miller. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick is
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've seen what was a comfortable 21-0 lead go completely by the wayside. Now 21-all as they take over 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Elliott. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Elliott. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run with Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Cowboys 28, Buccaneers 21. Greg Zuerlein to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin, as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after here coming up. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
28 all. Bradley Pinion to kick.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Final play of the half. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will make it into the end zone. He'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 3rd down. They'll run it with Jones. And he is not going to get the 1st down as they'll spot this at about the 28.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he missed it. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up at the 48, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. throwing the interception. Here's Prescott. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off at the 25. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. After the penalty, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
At the 32-yard line.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's into the clear. 30, past the 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now...
That is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Looking downfield for... He's got him in, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Gain of 32.
Give him 32 on the play.
Tampa Bay.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Cowboys 42, Buccaneers 28. Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this route.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They go to Elliott again, and he powers his way up past the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks.
And at the 36-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Play brings up 3rd down and 7.
Prescott from the gun. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 23. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, Elliott. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards. Good for a Cowboy 1st down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, When you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they can just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott, and he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will make it into the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And now here's another interception. Desmond King picks it, and a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
because it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.